everyone, this is Cosine Inverts, and this is going to be my first video to the channel. This is going to be my full collection I have at the moment. So, yeah, nothing much there. I'm just going to show you guys my full collection. This is going to be my first video uploaded to the channel. So, alright, let's get started. We'll start off over here. This is a praying mantis of some sort. I'm not necessarily sure exactly what kind it is or anything. It's just a praying mantis I found, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. It's a praying mantis, so something new. I usually don't even keep stuff like, I've only had like 1 or 2 praying mantises, so it's pretty cool. Here we have my Centruroides Vittatus, my Texas bark scorpion, or the striped bark scorpion. These are very common, this guy. So this is pretty cool guy. I've had him for a long time. I think I've had him for almost a year, so I mean, that's not too long, but as far as collection wise goes, I took a break for a while and then started back up about a year ago, almost a year ago. So yeah, so that's my Texas bark scorpion. Next back here is my Rhopalurus Junceus, my Cuban orange scorpion, who is in his seashell right now, that I put in here for him. So here he is. This is my Cuban orange scorpion, my Rhopalurus Junceus. I'm trying to get a focus on him. There he is. Orange with a light tint of blue on his legs and tail, and very small, as you can see. So very small species as well. So yep, that's him, and I'm gonna put him back in his little enclosure now. So that's him. Next up, if you can read this is my Vaejovus Spinigerus, also known as the Mantis Spinigerus, my striped tail scorpion, and he's right here. Really fast, very calm. He's actually missing his stinger for some reason. I bought him and he came without a stinger, but he's alright. He still eats and everything. He's kind of just missing his stinger, and he's kind of just going crazy a little bit. So, but yeah, that's him. I have a nice little setup here. So yeah, that's my striped tail scorpion, the Vaejovus or Mantis Spinigerus, and also not a venomous, deadly species or anything. This is not bad. It's just a regular scorpion. Next up is in here. This is my Scolopendra Arizonensis centipede, and he's not out, but he's made himself a nice little burrow right next to the glass where I can see him. And I fed him just about 2 days ago, and he is orange with yellow legs, as you can see, with a black head, and his head is right over here and it goes all the way to his tail. And they get about a foot long. Mine's 5 or 6 inches maybe, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's him right there, so he's pretty cool. His name's Jeffrey. Next is my Hadrurus Arizonensis, or the giant desert hairy scorpion, and he's right over here. I named him Goliath. I'm not sure if it's a male or female, but I named it Goliath, and he's right there. Was under his log. I'm just gonna try to poke him a little bit. He's not too defensive. I mean, he can be defensive, but he's usually very calm, so. Or, yeah. So that's him. That's the Hadrurus Arizonensis. So I'll just put his log back here. And back here in this glass enclosure, he's usually not, he comes out sometimes, but this is my Kenyan sand boa, and it's one of my 2 snakes. But yeah, he's made burrows all over, and yeah, he's not too big, and I don't feel like getting him out, but he's in here, my Kenyan sand boa, so yeah, that's just him. I'll give you guys a video of him when he comes out next, so he's in there. Over here is my ball python named Striker. He needs a bigger tank, but he's right there, and he's pretty big. Not full grown. They get pretty big, but he's in a slightly smaller enclosure than necessary, so that's him. His name is Striker. Next, I guess I'll show you guys the bottom shelf of my table. In here we have my, let me get this. There she is. This is my Grammostola Rosea, my only tarantula in my collection. She's really fat. I've fed her a couple crickets and mealworms. I think this is I'm not sure if it's a male or female, but this is my Grammostola Rosea, or the Chilean rosehair tarantula, the most common tarantula you can get as a pet. So, yep, that's just there in this enclosure that I've made. It's eco-earth with a rock hide and some plants in a water dish. Yeah, it's a pretty good enclosure for a tarantula. So that's her or him. Here we have this guy. He's one of my, I believe, 5 true spiders. This is a jumping spider. Can't remember the scientific name off the top of my head, but he's a jumping spider. I'm going to try to get him out for a second. He actually doesn't want to come out. And, well, yeah, he's right there. Not a very good view, but he has the little smiley face on his abdomen design with the green fangs. So, it's a very cool species. So, you can kind of see it. So that's my jumping spider. One of, I don't know the exact species or scientific name, so, but that's just my jumping spider. I'll do more research on the name and stuff. So, jumping spider. Now, all 4 of these are Latrodectus Hesperus. These are all western black widows, so this one is particularly one of my favorite specimens. I'll put this one's out. It's always kind of just hanging there with its hourglass exposed. Get a focus here. There it is. I just fed her yesterday. So all of them I have are females. So yeah, that's her. She's kind of fat, and that's one of 4. Guess I'll show you guys the other ones too. There's this one here, right under this plant. I need to feed this one. It's a bit skinny. I can't really get a good view of her, but she's right there. So that's her. And then I have 2 more. This is the first one I got so far in my collection as of now. And this is specimen 1, if you will. Just gotta spot her out. Where is she? She's right there. This is a really dirty enclosure, but she's right there and hanging out in the plants. So I'll just leave her alone. But that's the first one I got so far in this collection, and then the last one I have is in here. Making its web to the ceiling, as just picking up the plants off the ground. It's right there. So those are all my black widows. I got 4, and they don't live very long, so, but yeah, they're just cool things to have in the collection. So alright, we're almost done. And here we have my Androctonus Australis. She's a I'm pretty sure this is a female. This is a very fat one, so I think it's a female. It's right here. She doesn't like to come out very much. I was lucky to get her on camera this time. She's always under the rock I have in there for her hide, which I took out. Yeah, so she's right there. She's not very big, and I have reason to believe that she is in pre-molt. She hasn't eaten, and it's legitimately been a couple months since she's eaten last. So I have reason to believe she's in pre-molt. So yeah, I think she's in molt. She's pretty fast, as you can see, and she's very fat. So I think it's a female. My guess is that it would be a female. It's very fat. Its tail isn't that fat though yet. It's also very young, but you can see it's very fat with that black stripe going down its back. So I'm not sure if it's in pre-molt. I mean, I fed her once or twice since I've had her, and I got her early January of this year. So early January, and she's eaten once or twice maybe, and ever since she's eaten, she's been super fat. She hasn't gotten down, it's just been fat. So she's pretty small, so it's small species, or not species, just specimen in at the moment anyway. So but yeah, yeah, I'm not sure if she's in pre-molt or whatever, but she's fat. And I'm gonna put her hide back in here. So her little hide, as you can see, it's a rock with a little hole for her to hide in, so and she never comes out. So but yeah, that's my Androctonus Australis right there. And the last 2 in my collection, my Leiurus Quinquestriatus, or LQs, or the common name, the Deathstalkers. So, where'd I put my tongs? I just had them. There they are. So, I'm going to gently show you. I have a male and a female. Male is 7th instar and the female is 6th. So the male is a bit older, but the female is of course bigger. There she is right there. So I'm just going to gently take this rock out here and show you. There's the female. Very nice. She's kind of coiled or curled up right there. With you can see the black tip on her tail. That's what distinguishes the Deathstalker. So I'm just going to gently poke her. I kind of wanted to move a little bit here. She's much bigger than the male, fatter as well. But she's right there. And yeah, these are one of the most venomous scorpions in the world. I have the Androctonus. Oops, she went under her log. Let me just pick that up a little bit. Gotta get this out of here. She's right there. She's pretty big. It's a medium-sized scorpion species. So I have the Androctonus Australis, which is the world's deadliest scorpion, and the Leiurus Quinquestriatus, which is considered the most venomous scorpion in the world. But I believe that award goes to the Hadrurus Arizonensis, the Indian red scorpion, as that one is very toxic indeed. I don't think, you know, despite the venom of these deathstalkers, there is less. It's more rare to die from one of these than Androctonus Australis or anything. These guys, they don't inject as much venom as Androctonus Australis. The Androctonus Australis injects much more venom per sting, which makes them more deadly, essentially. And so she's trying to dig a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and put her stuff back in here. So, yeah, that's the female, and now I'll show you the male. Alright, last I'll show you my male, Leiurus Quinquestriatus, the deathstalker. This is the last one in my collection. The last animal I'm showing you. So he's just under this rock here. I'll just gently pick it up and try to pry him out. There we go. So there he is. As you can see, much smaller than the female, I think. At least much less fat than the female. There he goes by his rock. I'm going to go ahead and put that down, but first I have to pry him away from it. Here you go. Here you go. Yeah, he likes to... Well, okay, I guess show you a little bit. Yeah, this is the last one here that I will be showing you today. I have a total of 17 animals in the collection, I believe. And, yes, this is the male deathstalker, and I have the female. And, I might be breeding these guys, we'll see. So, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. This has been my collection. I am Cosin Inverts, and hope you guys enjoy. And I will be making more videos of my animals and stuff. So if you like this video, subscribe. This is just a bit of a preview of what's to come. I guess I will be doing feeding videos and stuff. And yeah, if you guys like the video, like it. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and see you on the next one.